Hello and welcome to a new session of queerandd where we get together whenever our schedules actually permit us to, and we roll some dice and play D&D for a couple of hours. So we do have one kind of big major announcement that will essentially make itself known as we go through this session, and I'll just kind of jump back in just to kind of confirm that at the very end. Apart from that, con season is underway for quite a few of us now at this stage, or is about to be, so a couple of us will obviously be at those, just obviously as attendees. We're not there as guests or anything like that, just there in a personal capacity really. So scheduling might be a little bit here, there and everywhere as we try and avoid certain dates where 3 party members are going to be gone. So yeah, there is that. So yeah, let's just jump straight into a little session recap for what happened last time. So essentially, Mika and Leaf, stayed behind, and they were watching over Toby while the rest of the group disappeared off to the park again, where they decided that they were actually going to complete the break-in that day. So we had Torin, who sort of sat down in the middle of the street to be an alms collector, as Torin does, and we had sort of everyone else going into the building itself with the human and the genasi that they are currently working with on this job. When they were in the building itself, they confronted what I have called the wizard's mimic. So it's a bit of a slightly homebrewed mimic, and they managed to defeat said mimic, but not before Torin knocked out one of the guardsmen and intimidated him so that they could all kind of get free. River did steal a few items from the professor's abode, and after discovering what they were, decided to take them back and stash them in a bush. When they got back, Pandora was there in residence to see Tex, and I'm sure we can all kind of imagine what they got up to, because we're not going to go into any detail for anything like that whatsoever. And yeah, then we had the Queen was told of what was going on, so then there was no kind of hidden surprises or anything like that for any of the group. And that's the group also, from the house, they did steal a divine scroll that was sort of in a locked box, as it were, in a glass case. They did steal that, took it back to their house because they all kind of had to disappear off and go in separate ways for a little bit, just to avoid any kind of suspicion. And they discovered, obviously, that it's divine. River has copied said scroll, or is going to copy it, and they're going to pass that off to show this is sort of what's the information that we were sent to get. And Torin wants to put water on it, on the original anyway, to see if there's any hidden secrets, because the scroll is blank. So yeah, that's pretty much it in terms of what happened last time. This time, obviously, we'll get into that, and I'll jump back on at the very end just to sort of discuss, not really discuss, but to confirm our big announcement really for the time being. So let's dive right in. So that's where we left off. You guys were in the house. I think you guys were going up for a long rest. That sounded about right.
Yeah, I think we sleep.
Yeah.
And you guys leveled up last time too. So
Yes.
Yep.
Cool. I've just realised those towels are in my background. Do they look okay? Should I move them?
What?
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 On the read, should I remove them?
Oh,
No,
I
you
thought
okay?
that was a
You
decoration.
can't even tell what that is. Yeah,
It's the Anchorel Critical Role beach towel thing.
No, it just looks like a colorful part of your background. It doesn't look like a beach
Cool.
towel.
Okay.
Yep.
We'll leave it there and we'll start recording from here because I do a little intro anyway. Okay, so what do you guys... So you're in for a long rest. Pandora is still there, to make that clear. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm probably just working on stuff in my room.
Toby is also still in the house because he's not been handed over
I
yet.
can hang out in my room. I could be teaching him, a little how to lockpick and shit at the same time that I'm creating my own code.
I think I'm in my room just kind of contemplating like my actions of recently and my attitudes. Kind of thinking about that guy that like I scared the hell out of at knife point and threatened to like harm him severely. I don't know. I think
Like which guy?
which guy? I've had some feelings lately and I'm kind of contemplating it and like trying to think about like what's going on with me and my connection. Like I'm supposed to have this like holy path or I don't know, some spiritual enlightenment. And here I am just like having such aggression and rage and trying to process it.
Cool.
Paladin feeling.
Paladin feelings. I'm having paladin feelings. That's what I'm doing.
It's real.
It's real.
Yeah.
I am writing coded messages to send to have my local contacts send to the city where the queen's husband resides with that nonsense.
Yep. So where that family is, it's true.
Yeah, where that family is. With instructions to start like staking out the estate and gathering information, and I am basically putting into motion some of my network to start, since I can't be there right now, to start collecting that information because I did give her my word.
Cool. Leaf?
I'm asleep.
Too much fun with Toby because you weren't at the I don't know if you watched the last session back, but you stayed behind with Mika to take care of Toby.
Oh yeah. I'm just in the room sleeping now. Mika can look after them.
Babysitting is hard work.
Exactly. It's too late.
And I don't think they need to ask about what Tix is doing. Do
Nope.
Actually,
Oh,
I mean, yeah, they were doing that most of the afternoon, but that's not what they're doing right now. Right now, they're like kind of
Baldur's Gate.
chatting in the afterglow. But because Pandora is a wizard, I have a couple questions I would like to ask her.
Okay.
Lately, there's been a little bit of. I'm just gonna be like. I have a question. Do you have any idea what this might be about? And what I'm gonna do is I'm not actually gonna cast a guiding bolt. I'm just gonna hold out my hand and I'm starting it. So there's the little glow in my hand, and I'm gonna be like, so this is new thoughts?
That's definitely new. She kind of looks around your hand a little bit, staring, not like intently, but studying it and trying to get a feel for it. It feels more divine than anything. Have you been talking to a god a little bit more recently, or?
Yeah, I actually have. I just didn't and I'm just staring at my hand, sort of perplexed.
When did this start? You didn't
I
have
mean,
this
it's
last
been-
time I saw you.
No, I didn't. I went to the temple yesterday, and I kind of just like, and I put my hand back down, and I went to the temple yesterday, and I was praying, and I asked for, I wanted to be able to help my friends more in a way that was not just stabbing people all of the time. And
Sure.
I got a message back that said I already had what I needed. And then today, this started happening. So wild, huh?
Definitely an interesting development, to say the least.
Um,
I mean, are you happy that you have this magic?
I mean, yeah, it feels good. It feels like it feels like what I asked for. So I mean, it feels good. I just wasn't. I don't know. I guess I didn't. How do I put this? I have spent so much of my life stabbing people. My adult life has been spent a lot of stabbing people. And that's a weird thing to say, but it's a weird world. And this feels like the opposite of that, kind of.
Well,
which is
it's more healing someone than killing them, so I definitely get the juxtaposition.
yeah. So anyway, you're the first person I told about this.
The rest of them, I don't know yet.
No.
Are you going to tell them, or leave it as a surprise?
I think I might leave it as a surprise. How do you be like, hey, so apparently I'm divinely blessed now? Like, I mean, I guess I could tell Torin. Torin would get it maybe, but I know they're having their own struggles, so I don't want to fuck with his vibe too much right now. But yeah. Anyway, I guess I'm part of the Magic Kids Club now.
It makes all of you, does it not now? In some way or another?
Well, yeah, in some way or another. I think so. We're a wild group. Also, I just want you to know that I don't just like having you around because you're part of the Magic Kids Club, too.
Well, I figured there was other reasons.
I mean, not just those reasons either. I really like you. Like, genuinely. And I'm a sappy ass, so just accept it.
Okay.
And I give her a little kiss, and we just kind of go about our business, I guess. We Baldur's Gate.
Talk about Inception.
You're right. I heard you
All
like
right.
some D in your D&D.
Okay, so you all spend a long rest in whichever manner you deem fit. And wake up the following morning. It's not as nice outside this day. It's getting a bit more grey. You can definitely tell that the summer's kind of starting to come to an end, or making itself known that it's going to come to an end shortly. It's still quite warm and muggy, but it's definitely a bit more grey outside. What are you looking to do with your days?
I guess I'll go down to the kitchen.
Don't we have the thing, right? The arrow? No. We have the bolt? Don't we have something?
The bowl.
Yeah, we have the bolt. So don't we have to meet up with them and decide what
We got the scroll. We didn't get. He didn't
the
have.
scroll. That's where it is. That's what-
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
and
no,
Torin
I'm
already
not
has the
sure
bow.
what the fuck
So we have to meet with them. We're gonna hold on and tell them that we're holding on to the scroll until we get to where we're going, but we will share the information on the scroll. But we're keeping it ourselves, right? That's what we decided.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
made a replica.
Hmm.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
What?
Says
It says we lost our network
connection.
Oh no!
Oh.
Listen, I'm
Interesting.
the one with the storm. You guys should be fine.
Yeah, but we're still here though, so that's
Yeah.
weird.
So it's a lie.
Just can't see any of you at the
It's
moment. There we go.
All right, there we are.
And we're back.
Hey,
Da-da-da-da.
by the power of D&D.
Exactly.
So I guess I go down to the kitchen table and like wait for people to arrive, and then we can figure out what to do with their day.
I'm guessing that was someone's dog.
Yeah, I think he's at my door. I'm gonna be right back.
Cool.
Okay. I'm vibing to it.
I was just like, it sounded like a cuckoo noise as well.
I love the chaos. It is fantastic. We can never have a game without chaos. It's fantastic.
It's like freaking like 101 Dalmatians when like all the dogs go freaking off like through the town.
Yep.
Exactly.
All right. So back to game.
The Bark
Um,
Network. Yes, the Bark Network.
So
Oh, by the
are
way-
you- yes,
So, do I have to roll to make a replica, like a fake scroll?
you did that last time.
Okay.
I
I
think.
remember.
But I mean, you made it last time, so I'm assuming that you rolled. I can't remember back a month ago.
Okay. All right. So,
Yes.
I mean, I can re-roll.
Sure.
I don't
If you
think
want to roll.
actually- I think we just talked about it.
I think
you
I
talked
got
about it.
mad at it, but I don't think anything happened otherwise.
So, what would I roll? Performance?
Yeah.
Sleight of hand.
I feel like performance was what you rolled for, or sleight of hand has been what you've rolled in the past for forgeries.
Yeah.
I think it's sleight of
Roll.
hand for forgeries.
Roll a sleight of hand this time, I would say. We'll call it a sleight of hand. I change it every time, so we'll see.
All right.
Your sleight of hand is better, presumably, than performance.
We're gonna take Toby, drop him off, go take the scroll, deliver it.
Toby's still in another day and a half or so.
A day and a half already.
So, 17.
So it was a
a
17,
9.
okay. Okay. Well, Toby was a day and a half the previous day, so it's like today, sort of tomorrow, sort of time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah, I rolled a 17 total.
So yeah, it looks very, very similar. Obviously, it doesn't have the magical essence to it, so it's never going to be
Yeah.
an exact match. I'm sure last time you did garner that it was divine magic that was kind of on it.
Yeah.
So
I was like, if only we had someone with divine magic, maybe we could just put like a spell on it and it would pass. Huh.
Luckily, I'm not in the room yet, so I didn't hear that.
no,
Also, as I'm walking around the house for like days now, you just hear me like muttering so many other languages. I'm like learning, I have like babblefish basically, and I am learning, I'm speaking in Draconic right now as I walk around the house.
You're doing Draconic Duolingo.
yeah.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I was about to say that because I'm doing Duolingo just now again.
And Torrent's like, what?
Torrent's like, what? Why are you talking about you want to go to fishing? You want to go fishing?
Yeah. So, oh, yeah. Torrent, so here's the thing. I am trying to create a code that only we can know, and really only I can know, but I'll teach you. And so I am opening. I already know, Elvish and Common and a couple other little bits and pieces of Dwarvish and Goblin. So I'm working on Draconic now. I just thought it would be important, being as we might be going up against a dragon at some point, because let's not forget about that fucker. So yeah, if you wouldn't mind helping me, I think I'm not quite pronouncing this right.
Mhm.
Klingon.
I think that's pretty good. I think it just, the emphasis needs to be more on the last syllable. A little stronger. There we go. Very good. Very good. Yeah.
Okay.
You got it.
Cool. When you guys get down, everyone gets down, I'll definitely show you my what I've been working on. It's so that we can maybe send messages back and forth to each other, or even people we trust, which right now is not a lot of people, quite frankly. You can tell I've had a lot of coffee this morning. And
Maybe not.
yeah. She's been studying. She slept for sure. But she is like, you just walk in her room and it's just books and fucking paper everywhere. And yeah.
I mean, it seems pretty on brand for artificers. So
Yeah. But I can now create what's it called? A code. Let's see. I can create a code written by me that no one can decipher unless they get a intelligence check, which is equal to my intelligence score plus proficiency. So let's see what that would be. So 4, wait. How do you? Is it the score? Is it the +4?
It's the score, not the.
Oh, so it's 18. Okay, so
Yeah.
18 plus 18, 19, 20. 21. They have to get a 21 of intelligence check to break my code.
wow,
Nice.
Damn.
that's pretty good.
So, yeah. I've been working on it.
You have to be
Where's
super
Lee?
smart.
Oh,
I
yeah.
haven't seen Lee for a little bit.
Yeah. Are they still asleep? I mean, they did babysit all day. Uh-oh.
Oh, maybe we should go wake him up.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's do it. And I like run up the steps.
Wait,
like,
let's do it quietly.
oh, all right. Because yeah, me running up the steps isn't gonna be very quiet. I'll bring up
Yeah.
3 times.
DM, where is Mika at this point?
As far as you know, Mika's in her room.
Okay.
Don't forget to skip the third step.
All right, so we're gonna sneak up. So we're gonna like get like what?
I don't know. I've had a lot of coffee.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna knock quietly.
Okay.
Leave. Leave.
Oh, I need to whisper Christine to you.
Okay.
Knock.
Interesting.
Is
Where?
the door locked?
No,
I
wait a
don't
second.
know. I think we were away. I don't know what's going on. I'm kind of worried about Leaf.
Good seconds.
We have the same.
Typing is fun.
Whispers!
I know exactly.
Oh, I should have brought one of my mugs out for tonight.
With the new kitchen, we have each have a favorite mug that we have out, and this is my favorite mug. So.
Nice.
It's a good one.
It's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Is my room on the? Are our rooms
Okay.
all on the same floor? Like, would I hear them pounding on Leaf's door?
Is the door
I'm
locked?
trying to
I will
remember the
open it.
layout.
I
I'm
don't
trying to
remember the
layout.
configuration.
Is the door locked? Because I will definitely open it.
Open the
Leaf
door.
room? Yeah.
It's
Okay,
locked.
I open it.
Do it.
Would I hear them
Yeah.
pounding on the door? Like I said, I don't remember the
Too
layout of
late.
the house.
Door's open.
No, that's
Yeah,
fine.
you would definitely
Wait.
hear, regardless of which floor. you're on. You'll be able to hear pounding on the door.
So I open the door. Leaf!
Leaf!
Leaf's dancing around naked.
Ah!
If
Doing druid.
only, if only.
Okay, so we go in.
She'll get to that point
And?
eventually.
So
Oh,
I
it's
go
on
in.
Oh, there's still an owl bear apparently. Oh gosh.
No, it will.
Oh,
be.
will be. All right. Okay. So, can I do the thing that? Can I be in the?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Guys, I'm not in that room.
What? Oh, where are you?
Where are you?
I'm in Mika's room. You better come in here quickly. I found something.
I rush down and jump over the banister, and I'm
Somebody's feeling feisty.
all of a sudden in Mika's room.
So you find me like on my knees, like holding a letter in my hands.
Oh shit.
All right, and I heard all this ruckus, so I'm coming out.
Yeah, I was in my
Um,
room writing, so I'm assuming I heard this ruckus.
Yeah.
And I
you all
imagine
would've
like
heard.
I'm writing, and all of a sudden they start banging, and like when you're writing and something like
You
loud
just go-
happens, you're like, oh shit,
Yeah.
I gotta start over.
I'm gonna drag Pandora after me to find out what the fuck's
Oh.
going on.
Yeah.
That we Tix and Pandora as we like are the second wave entering Mika's room.
Yeah.
Yeah, Torin, there's this letter here. I think it's in Mika's writing. I don't really know what this means, but like her bed's empty. She's not been here for ages. And I pass you the letter.
I like go over and like check under the blankets.
What is it?
I'm like, she's small, but she's like, no, she would be
not that small.
No, that small.
There's the
Listen.
letter for you guys to see. It wasn't
My-
holding up right there, so.
I
Like,
know
let me
my
see.
constant sleeping. Rainbow pussy.
Okay, yeah, Torin, read it.
I know my constant sleeping has been worrying you all. And I feel like I'm never around to help you all. I've decided to return home for a while to investigate what the portal was that I fell through and find out if my nightmares and lack of sleep is connected. Don't worry about me.
Cairburn.
Cairburn
Carlburn?
is where all my family is, and I'm sure that they will all help me out. If you're reading this, then that means that I have already left. But I will return to you when I can. If you need anything from me, I'll be living at the family home. It's in I almost wanted to say
Firebeard?
Ireland, but it's in Firebeard home, and the whole family is here. I will see you all again quite soon. I am sure of it. Mika and
Olivia.
Olivia. You know, I never really did see Olivia very much. I don't really necessarily know. But Mika! Oh my goodness.
I need you all to roll a perception check for me real quick.
Oh gosh.
Perception?
How do we know if it's really her writing?
Well, I can check.
18.
Perception?
Okay.
That's a 22.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a
5.
9.
You're just too distraught over the letter to see anything.
Yeah, I'm
20.
pissed. I'm pissed. I got a 9.
21.
Okay. Secret.
18.
I'm gonna roll for Pandora. Where's Pandora's stats?
Wait, was Pandora
Wing
even in
it.
the room? What-
Yeah,
Pandora
Pandora
can't
was
switch
brought
into myself.
Oh,
I just
they
want
all,
you to know my passive investigation now is 17.
16
everyone
Pandora.
arrived to read the letter.
Yeah.
So I definitely would know if something...
Pandora was dragged along.
Oh, okay.
I dragged Pandora along with me.
So everyone apart from River then.
Yeah.
Sees that Mika's stuff is still there.
What?
Like her bag of holding, everything else is still there.
I'm gonna grab the letter and be like, girl, she hasn't even unpacked. What does she expect we're gonna do with her stuff?
I do want to point out, though, that even though I rolled a 9, that my passive investigation is 17.
She left her shit here.
You
I have a-
literally
I have a-
looked under the cover to see if she was still there, so
I have a question.
Yes.
I have
Right,
a 20
it's really
passive
under-
perception. Would I have heard Mika in the night?
No.
Might have been when we were gone. Can I look at the letter and see if it's looks like it's her handwriting?
Yes.
Meanwhile, I'm looking under the
What would I
bed.
roll?
Roll an investigation.
Meanwhile, I suddenly go, I am a terrible babysitter.
18.
I'm
so
not asleep.
20, 20,
I'm just imagining.
25
imag-
investigation.
From writings that you've seen Mika do before, it looks extremely similar. You would say that it is Mika's handwriting.
I'm just imagining Mika,
It's
because
not
she's so
handwriting,
small,
then.
jumping
Why
on the
would
back
you
of
do-
Olivia and just like riding home.
I know, because
I
how
mean-
big is this freaking owl?
Well, it's definitely her handwriting. Does it look like it's under duress or anything?
No.
Maybe
Yeah.
she didn't
Well,
care.
I'm just gonna reach in for some random whatever that I had her hold in the bag of holding. I'm just gonna like, because I know we gave her stuff to put in there.
I mean, I guess we
Did she
open the
at least
bag
have her
of holding and
weapons?
turn it upside down, shake it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn it inside out because all the stuff will fall
I
out.
step back.
Gosh.
Yeah,
I
Let me load up everything that Mika has.
Oh
was
god.
gonna say that's gonna be like freaking Mary
Yeah.
Poppins. It's gonna be like a
I-
freaking lamp
Yeah, I like take like
thing.
3 huge steps back as I see you like starting to flip it over. I'm like, oh shit.
Okay. You see.
Yeah, but what if somebody shoved her in there and she's dead? Like,
Right?
I mean, she wrote it, and the letter is not duress. She wrote the letter.
Okay.
Well, I mean, she
So-
could have wrote the letter and climbed into the bag. I don't know. I'm
Are
not
you
very
I don't
saying-
think she was.
right
I don't
now.
think she was planning on unaliving herself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did she?
well,
Did she leave her weapons, or did she take her weapons?
is it
Weapons
all
are
of
still
her
there.
I have no
Her
corpse.
weapons are
She
still
didn't
there?
take her weapons. How the hell is she gonna get home safely?
Her weapons are here.
Does anybody have sending?
Well, we all have the earrings, but we don't have. No, I don't think anyone has sending.
No.
Mika, testing 1, 2, 3. Mika, can you hear me? Over.
Num, 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 num.
No, nothing. Well, I say we loot her stuff then.
Well, I mean, it is true. She kind of just like ditched us.
Well, I'm done.
She,
Like I
she,
said,
no,
I
no,
already
no,
dumped
no,
out
no.
the
She
bag of
didn't
holding,
ditch us.
so-
Can I
She
investigate
is
the
taking
room
some time for self-care and
without
going
her
home.
weapons?
Well, she could have talked to us
You-
about it.
You can.
You know, how many
Pandora.
times did we try to converse her about what was happening, and she never really wanted to get into it.
Sometimes people have stuff going on they're not ready to talk about yet.
Can I do an investigation to see if there was a struggle of any sort or a break-in near the window or anything like that?
It's true.
Yeah, go for it. Roll an investigation.
So is there just a giant pile of crap on the floor now?
Yep.
Sweet.
Dirty
I'm
20.
rifling through it. What am I finding?
Let me go back to that screen again. 2 seconds because I've got another screen up.
Investigation, I got a dirty 20.
Okay. It doesn't look as though there's been necessarily a struggle of sorts. Nothing to suggest any kind of break-ins or anything like that.
Hmm.
Well, I'm the only druid now.
Just shooting with Leafs playing the whole time.
Pandora does say, "Just give me a minute." And she kind of
I was gonna
leaves the
say-
room.
Does Pandora have sending?
Yeah. And
She
didn't
hears
tell
that
me?
and shouts back, "I don't have sending, but I've got something I think might be better."
Oh.
Okay.
Hashtag scry.
Hashtag scrap.
So while Pandora's away, you rummage through Mika's stuff. You
Yeah.
find a bedroll, a blanket, a crowbar, a
Mm.
hammer.
I'm just as we're going through, I'm shoving stuff back in the bag. Just like
A set of
Put on the
manacles.
garbage bag.
Ooh.
What?
Manacles.
What's that of manacles?
Oh.
It's just a kind of
Kinky.
general mess kit. A mirror, an oil flask. She's got some rope. She's got a sprig of mistletoe, which is her druidic focus, is just sitting on the sort of like
I'm sorry.
top of the dresser.
I'm sorry. She didn't take her druidic focus.
Yeah, that's a bit odd.
Yeah, this is not great. I'm just.
I
As I'm
said
going
she didn't
through
want to
the call-
unalive herself, but I feel like she's actually trying to.
There's also a steak.
Like a meat steak or like a
stick.
Like a Buffy steak.
A Buffy
think a Buffy
steak.
steak.
If one of us had become a vampire, like
I think the Buffy steak.
And then
That's
she's
a
just
good
got
point.
a
You never know, right?
there's a tinder,
tinder?
tinder box and a torch
oh
as
right,
well.
okay, I was gonna be like,
And then there's just
Not
her,
that
you know, there's her scimitar that's off to the side, her new armor is off to the side as well as her breastplate.
what?
You know what? Maybe she had her family come pick her up.
You still would.
We would have noticed an entire family of dwarves show
No,
up.
no. When you
Would
said
we
it was
know?
no, when,
I mean, you've been busy.
Can
I've
I?
been in complication.
Okay,
They've
this,
been artificing.
this is a
They've
weird
been
thing.
babysitting. I mean,
This is a weird
a
thing.
whole
Can
fam-
I do an
I
arcana
don't
check?
know. They're small. They're magical. Who the fuck knows?
This is a weird thing, but can I do an arcana check
They're
around her
not
bed
small. They're
to see if there's any
Right,
traces
well,
of
they're
magic?
big.
right, let River speak.
They came in as mice.
Yeah, you can try that.
Okay.
And then
Came in as
Pandora's going
Teleported
to come
away
back
in the
after
middle of the
that.
night.
18, 19, 20, 21.
Pandora's going to come back after that.
So a 24 arcana check around the bed, like on the sheets, any kind of magic residue.
Residue.
There's none.
I know. No one wants to corner check your bed.
No, I just wanted to see, see if maybe like she got sucked into her nightmare. Because you would
Maybe
not.
she fell into a portal.
Pandora comes back at this point.
Like a portal.
She
man.
is carrying a giant crystal ball with her.
Okay.
Not struggling with the weight of it at all, but you get that it's an expensive crystal ball that she has, and sort of sits down and just starts concentrating and casts scry for like the next 10
Oh
minutes.
yeah.
Because my girlfriend's the best.
You see her kind of struggle to move through it. And after about a minute of trying, and nothing appears within the ball.
Shit.
Well, shit.
She looks up, it's like it wants to connect. But it can't because she's not here, but she's somewhere, if that makes sense. But I don't know where.
Right. So in the letter, she says she goes home, right? So could we not just write a letter to her home?
Well, yeah, but it'll take.
Nail mail it?
I mean,
Yes.
it'll be a long time before we hear back.
I don't think snails deliver mail anymore.
Oh, they're big. They're racing snails.
Oh, racing snails. Right.
You can also, fly like an eagle.
That's what I mean. Yeah, like a bird or something. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like, or I could even see if how far is it? Because I could technically wild shape and see.
To Caburn?
Yeah, or at least far enough that the mail from there would be quicker.
I mean, that's what Dark Mary, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. That's pretty far.
Well, I don't know.
We'll see you in 2 weeks, Lee. Bye.
Caburn is maybe about 4 days travel south from you. It's like directly south.
How fast in eagle form?
I'd say probably a day. But
Okay.
you can, but that would be a day's full flying. However,
Okay.
you can't do that.
It's
No,
not
I know.
happening, Leaf.
Okay.
I wouldn't like that.
First of all, we're not letting another party member leave on their own.
Well, I mean, what if it Wyron decides to have you as a snack, or
I I walk out of
I
the
am the
room.
snack.
Yeah.
I walk out of the house.
Mm-hmm.
I go across the street, climb the side of a building, and I meet with my contact, Mathia.
Okay.
This just gets even more like.
Yeah, I'm like,
Elaborate, yeah. I was not expecting this, but I love it.
And go, did you see Mika leave?
Who's
Oh,
Mika?
right.
The one that's always asleep.
Oh, the small dwarf one. No.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go downstairs and see if there's any footprints in the ground or any.
Jonas!
Huh?
Jonas?
Oh. Right, you speak to Jonas.
Yes.
I'm gonna go down and investigate the outside of the house.
You're just like shouting Jonah or Jonas for like the next minute, and he comes like running up the stairs. He's almost like panting with the exertion of like sprinting from outside the house where he was doing his watch into the house and up the stairs.
Jonas, Mika's gone and she left a letter, but did you see her leave or anybody come or anything strange? I know you probably would have said something if something strange happened. Did you see her leave?
No, I thought she was still inside.
Right. I'm doing an investigation check to see if I can find
Okay.
footprints or anything outside of the property that could be suspicious.
She's
Okay.
gone.
Okay,
Like,
that is a 12.
No.
Nothing.
You
Okay.
go downstairs and you realize that it is like wooden floors down here, so there's not really any kind of
No, I mean
ways.
outside, like
Right.
soil.
Did she leave all of her coin when I dumped out the bag of holding? Was her coin in it? Did she
Yep.
she take the money with her? She didn't even
No,
take
her
her
coin-
money?
Her coin pouch is on the dresser next to her druidic focus.
Fine.
How
She's
much
like-
money did she have?
You really want to know?
Yeah, I'm going on her,
Yeah.
her picture thing. The profile.
She's got 40 platinum and 459 gold.
59 gold. Yeah, I've just got that now. Okay, well, we'll just take that.
Yeah, we're just gonna
take that.
we're gonna split that up.
Anybody want any of this other stuff?
I would like some of the gold.
I know.
I'll-
Well, yeah,
Oh, sure, yeah. We'll divvy up the coin. What else? I mean, anything else in here you want?
I mean, if she
Uh,
comes back, we'll give her her money back. But this is weird.
She comes back, I'm not giving her money back.
Because we need it
I'm
for,
not taking her money.
well, we might need it for rent or to pay Jonas.
We do.
She's living the life of luxury back in wherever the hell she's
Yeah,
from.
but this doesn't seem right.
Okay, anybody who wants to can roll a history check, and I'm setting the DC relatively high with this one.
Okay, so we're doing a history check.
Yes.
Oh, so what is
Okay.
my history? I don't even know what history
All right. Hang on.
is for.
I got a dirty 20.
Who's
Okay.
I may have done better than that. Hold on.
22. I rolled
Okay.
18. 19.
History. 19.
Okay.
And then I got 13.
Okay. So River and Tix living kind of more in the sort of in the outskirts of cities, your whole lives and things like that.
I also hit sometime near her where she lived.
You remember weird stories that you just thought were myths of strange disappearances in the middle of the night. Always around people who have bags of holding.
What?
They just went to sleep one night and the next morning they were gone without a trace. You just thought it was like campfire ghost stories.
If I like swap the bag of holding out of your hand. Don't touch it.
Oh, is this? Oh shit.
Keep that
Is
shit
this
away
the
from me.
creepy? Is this
Well,
the
we haven't
creepy
told you
ghost
yet.
story
We
about the
told you.
monster that comes out of the bag of holding?
I mean, I thought that was just a fairy tale.
I thought that was just like creepy campfire shit you told to scare little kids.
Can I investigate the bag to see if there's like a maker of this bag?
Can somebody tell me what the fuck is going on?
Have you ever, okay, so when you were a kid, did you ever sit around the campfire and like see who could tell each other the scariest story? Did anyone ever tell the story about the creepy guy that comes out of the bag of holding and steals people in the night?
With no trace. With
no trace. Because I heard that story.
They like use
I
the
told that
bag of
story.
holding it
They're
as
my
like a
younger
portal
siblings, I'm
somehow.
not even gonna lie.
They use it as a portal and like come out and like, whoop, and you're gone.
And you're gone, poof.
And no one can figure out who or why. But it was always just a story. In fact, I think it was Branch that told me the story, and he told lies all the time.
Yeah, like it was literally, it was like just who can tell the scariest story kind of bullshit. Like my
Said he heard it from a
parents told
sailor.
it to like scare us as kids, and then I told it to scare younger kids.
Yeah.
Like it was.
Can I investigate the bag to see if there's any like signature or any kind of marking that says who made it?
Yeah.
I'm confused. I thought Branch was my code name.
Well, I actually knew a Branch. He was kind of a dick.
Oh dear.
C-pop Industries.
It's made by C.
Meanwhile, while this is all going on, because I have no clue what's going on, because obviously I rolled so low, can I just like
16.
once this situation's happened, I will continue.
You don't see a C-pop Industries badge on it.
Or anything. Any kind
Okay.
of
No.
Okay, right. Since I have no clue what's going on, I'm gonna grab the bag and I'm just gonna start to get inside the bag.
No,
because
Don't leave. No, I'm just grabbing Leaf by like the back of her pants. It's like no.
But I want to see where does the bag end? How
I
far
asked-
does it go down?
In a pocket dimension that has no oxygen.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I look at Pandora. I go, Pandora, I don't want to assume, but do you happen to have the air spell that, it helps you breathe air?
Wait, so how come the
There's
item
an
show
astronaut
it?
spell? No, I just you're not getting in the bag.
The
No one's
look-
getting in
We
the
can
bag.
stick our head in and look.
But the
If we
logic,
have
No,
air spell,
we turned it inside out. We dumped it out. She's not in there.
exactly.
Look, I understand she has something to do. She felt like she had to leave. I feel poorly that she feels that we, somehow us asking about and trying to help her seem like she feels.
I'm not going to
poorly
believe
about
she
that.
just. I'm not going to believe she just left. No one leaves without their spell focus, their armor, or their weapons by choice.
Or their
No one.
money. Even
Yeah,
if
no
no, like she needed to be able to. That's a long way to travel. Like you need some cash.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
nope.
Whatever was haunting her also could have taken her.
Right.
You're not
That-
wrong. Yes, and that is disturbing. And I don't want one of my friends to just be like eaten by a demon.
And look, we obviously have no leads, so we can't do anything.
I
but
don't know that she was eaten by a demon. I think whatever was haunting her, whatever happened when she fell into that portal. Oh.
Oh.
Well, I rolled a very low perception.
Yes, you did, but now you know the history because we told you.
Right. So
Look.
that makes all the sense,
You're connecting
I-
yourself.
I
Let me put on
understand.
my intelligence hat real quick.
But how come all the armor and stuff fell out? That's my question.
Because we
How
turned
come-
it inside out.
We turned. That's what happens when you turn a bed holding.
So,
everything falls out. If you
If
turn it
she
inside
had
out.
fallen down a portal,
Why did the
The
stuff
portal
not
might be
there?
closed.
she would be
Why didn't what?
naked on the other side.
Can I
Just
or
not wearing a breastplate.
Pandora? Because Pandora, can you? Because I already did. Could you detect to see if there's any other magic besides what a bag of holding would hold or have? If there's any other arcane signatures?
Yeah, I can definitely have a look.
See if there's like a portal signature.
What are we gonna
She
do?
holds it and casts detect magic on it. And no, I don't sense anything beyond the typical spells used.
Well, here's the deal. We have no leads. Clearly, I don't think she's just left.
Yeah,
So
I
we
agree.
have things that are here and pressing that we have to take care of, literally, or we might get shanked at any point. But there's a lot of us, so we could do research until we find a substantial lead, but...
Well, and we could, it will be slow, but we could send a letter.
Correct. Home.
And
do as much research or whatever we can to figure out anything, but in the meantime, we're going to have to deal with what's going on here now, because we have several
we have to deal with the immediate stuff right now. But, so yeah.
Before we deal with the immediate stuff, could you put traps around this thing?
Around the bag?
Yeah.
I mean, who wants to carry it?
Who wants to carry it?
I'm not carrying it.
I don't think any of us should be. I mean, I have been covetous of her bag of holding, I'm not going to lie.
Same.
But I'm not.
I don't know. Put traps around it. Put it in isolation.
I don't feel good about this bag, though.
I can take it. I can put it in one of my secret spots.
But like,
I just want to trap anything that may be coming in or out of it.
but now that we're aware that childhood scary story might actually be real, that or we're all losing our minds and Mika just like left out the window.
No, she didn't. She did not.
She would not have left with literally nothing. She like,
no.
What if her family like teleported here and was like she messaged them, they teleported here, picked her up.
Send a letter. We'll send a letter.
We're gonna send a letter.
We're gonna send a letter.
Ooh,
we're gonna put
ask the queen
into isolation somewhere.
We can ask the queen.
Isolation.
Yeah, I don't think any of us.
What were you saying, River?
We could ask the queen to use her mail services.
There we go.
Yeah, to get the message there as fast as possible.
Perfect.
I can coordinate that. It'll be there later today if we write the letter and I go.
I'm just gonna real quick. I'm gonna grab a look around. I'm sure.
I've been writing letters, so like from behind my back, I just pull out parchment and like quill and like hand it over.
And I'm just gonna write a letter very quickly. We're very concerned about Mika. She said she was coming home. Can you please let us know if she actually arrives? We're not sure what happened to her. We don't mean to alarm you, but
be alarmed.
But be a little bit alarmed. She left with none of her things.
And if there's anything you can tell us about what happened in the past?
If you have any information about what happened to her in the past with the portal, please let us know. We don't want anything bad to happen to her. We care about her very much. Signed, us.
Go.
Done.
So it's addressed to her grandma, and you see me pull like from behind my back just this like giant stack of letters because I've been working on I'm working. Just slap it on top, and I'm like, I will be back shortly.
Okay.
And then it doesn't seem like whatever this thing is happens while you're carrying it during the day. So at night we can put it somewhere. I do have snare and alarm, so I can set traps around it at night. Or when we're sleeping anyway, not necessarily whenever we're not paying attention. Because it definitely didn't come out when we were all near during the day when she was awake.
And nothing fell out of it when I dumped it out. So.
Yeah. So at night or whenever we're taking long rests, short rests, I will put a trap near it.
Well, I have to say that that's a fine plan. I also want to be aware of the possibility, just kind of like keep tabs on this, if whomever is carrying the bag seems to be having nightmares.
Agreed.
That sort of thing, right?
So why don't we take turns carrying it? We can roll to see who takes it first. Lowest number takes it.
17.
I got a 2.
Are we just rolling 1d20?
1d20.
Yep, just a straight d20.
Roll a 1.
I'm not here anymore. I left.
Yeah.
While this is kind of going on and you're deciding who's taking the bag of holding, Pandora's just kind of sitting on the bed quietly, just contemplating.
Question: was it a high number
Lowest.
means you do hold
Lowest
it?
takes it.
Lowest.
Lowest number takes it.
Always.
Okay, so who's rolled so far? What did you get?
Everyone.
For
You got 2.
what we're
What'd you get?
I'm sorry.
I got
Okay.
I got a 7, but I'll take it first. It's fine.
Okay, if you want to take it first, you could take it first.
I'll take it first. I'll do one for the team. I will take it first.
Fuck, man. I was like, no! I literally have been rolling 18s and 17s.
It's okay, I'll take it. I'll look after it. So I'm gonna take the bag of holding and just clip it onto my little waist belt.
But you have to be honest. The minute you have any nightmares or anything funky happens, you have to let us know.
I will. Don't worry,
Of
guys.
course, we ended up with a cursed bag of holding.
But to be honest, this is kind of going to be interesting for Leaf because of how chaotic sometimes I am. So this could be interesting. Just kind of because I do drink. So like,
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
And that means it's now up to you to keep track of what's in the bag of holding.
ooh. Well, all the shit went back in except the gold and the platinum. I'm guessing. So are
let's
Tor and
just-
I splitting the money?
Well, that's the
Since no
thing.
one else
Instead of
wanted
like
it.
splitting the money, let's just turn that into the community pot for bills.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
So,
So,
somebody mark down
I'm
whatever
just-
the amount was and put it towards the community and put it in community pot. The pot.
So as
Do you
we're
want
all
to know the
standing
amount?
around this bag, as we're all standing around this bag, I'm gonna take a deep breath and I'm gonna put my hand on the symbol of Raya I have hanging around my belt,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna cast Detect Good and Evil.
Okay. What
Ooh.
does that do?
And what does it look like?
Yeah.
Describe it.
You know if there is an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you, as well as where the creature is located. Similarly, you know if there is a place or object within 30 feet of you that has been magically consecrated or desecrated. The spell can penetrate most barriers, but it is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt. And so you just see, like, as my hand rests on the symbol, you see this sort of like warm golden glow kind of around my hand, and it kind of comes up my arm, and then my eyes, they don't glow, but like instead of
Keep
blue, they turn gold where they would be blue. And I'm looking at the bag.
I feel like you could homebrew how it affects an object.
Yeah, no, I'm just checking something because I want to see what it says in the book because I haven't actually checked what that says.
Right, because
It would have been helpful if I had, you know. I just haven't looked at it recently.
So, Tix, you're doing magic.
Yeah, I know. It's new.
Like, and I just point to Pandora and I'm like, did that create that? What? Because the only difference between yesterday and today is that.
Man, I went to the temple yesterday. I did a little walkabout, went to the temple yesterday, and seemed to have walked out with some of this. I don't know.
So your God heard you?
Yeah.
I just walk away.
Oh no. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Deal with that later. Putting a pin in that.
Maybe they'll put a pin in it for too long.
Cause the bag, cause the spell got put on the bag, would I have felt anything? Cause the bag is literally on my belt.
Well, it wouldn't have been.
I'm just looking at the bag. I'm just looking around.
Oh, you're just looking at the bag. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
30
Okay.
feet. This whole room, basically.
Yeah,
So-
I mean the whole room.
You don't detect anything within 30 feet. You don't detect any like, kind of demon or any other kind of entity like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty anticlimactic, really.
Oh.
I mean, that's okay. I just needed to know for sure. And I guess I know for sure now. And hey, everybody. I can cast spells.
That's amazing.
That's awesome. Yep, awesome. Super awesome. Great.
Sorry.
Well, no, I mean that's great.
That's awesome. You should not be
Who's your
sorry.
god?
I think that is awesome.
Who's your god?
Right, Till. The other goddess of nature.
The other
The other
god.
one.
The other one. Not your one, but the other one. But I'm pretty sure they're bros, just like us, right?
Right? That's amazing.
It's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
Right. So
Anyway, so that was a
Well-
thing.
Before we go to meet with these people, there's something I wanted to show you. If you could all just sit down for a minute.
Sure.
Okay. So
I am
His
not
bed
there.
kind of starts to groan under the weight of just everybody sitting on it.
I can show a secret because I think they'll catch on pretty quick. Not saying that you guys won't. I'm just anyway. So I just start showing them my
Do you want Pandora in the room?
Good question.
Because you did say everyone.
Hold on. 1 through 3 is a yes. 4 through 6 is a no. It's a 2, so yeah.
Okay.
Bitch, if you double cross us, sort of.
Don't speak to Tixie's girlfriend like that.
Like that?
I didn't actually say it out loud. All right, so I sit down, but here's the other thing: everyone has to get a 21 to figure it out, to understand it. So I sit down and show you. So I'm assuming you get advantage. But you have to roll a 21 or higher to make sure you understand it.
of what? Just any just
Intelligence.
Is it an intelligence check?
Intelligence check.
Oh, intelligence. Okay.
Yeah.
That was a nat 1
Oh no.
and a 2.
Nope. You're like, this is gibberish.
I got a nat 20, baby.
Okay. I just go, Torin will work on it. We'll work on it.
All right.
I mean, look.
So
he-
that was- so my total-
I used
It was
draconic.
not 20, but it was a 22. So I do get it.
I got a 6.
Nope. With advantage?
Oh, with advantage. Sorry, no,
Yeah,
sorry.
'cause I'm teaching you, so.
You got a 2, baby.
I got 1 at first.
How do you add advantage on here on D&D?
You-
Just roll again.
Oh, right. Okay, just roll again. Okay.
I rolled just for
Okay,
saving
so I
time.
rolled.
I rolled a natural 20.
There you go. Yeah.
So I got a 6 the first time, then a 14 the second time.
Not quite yet. So, Torin and Leaf, I'll keep working on it with you.
And I'm
Okay.
like, this?
Yeah, that's it.
That's exciting, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Uh-oh.
Me and Torin
Uh-oh.
are just vibing. We're
gotta
just
stop.
like,
There's an
Why do we
issue.
need to stop?
All right. So Tix, maybe you could put a little magic on this scroll. Maybe you could hit a little magic, and so it has a little divine magic on it.
Oh, sure.
I don't know.
I was like, whatever.
You have diamonds or something?
Just to leave a little hint of divine magic on it.
A good cantrip or something.
Well, the only 2 cantrips I have right now, I can cast Spare the Dying on it.
Excellent.
That'll work.
Infuse it with a little divine magic.
What's the scroll?
The scroll, the fake version of the scroll that we found.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And now it's got a little divine radiating it from it. Hopefully,
Approximately how long have I been gone at this point?
Oh, because you weren't here when I did that, so you'd be like, "Where did we get divine magic from?" and I'll just go like this.
I'm gonna say at this point, like, I've gone to the castle, I like dropped it off with the couriers, and like I just got back, and I'm like,
Yeah.
divine magic.
Yeah, I would say it's definitely taken a little bit of time for River to sort of show the secret language and things like that, and sort of teach them the basics.
You just,
Right, so I just popped back in as you guys are like, okay, great, divine magic on the scroll, and I'm like, where do we get divine magic?
yeah, someone's connected to the gods.
Really?
Yeah,
Well, congratulations.
thanks. I mean, you are too. But
I mean, we've always had divine magic in our work.
yeah, but you just use it to smite people, though.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, I don't know the thing about it is divine magic because you just fuck people up with it.
Right?
Divine fuckery.
I didn't even think about that.
I mean, you lay on hands sometimes.
Sometimes I lay on hands, but mostly
Yeah.
I'm just
Mostly you just fuck people up with it. I mean, that's not bad.
right.
I mean,
Nothing wrong with that.
you fucking shit up with it has come in handy.
Uh-huh.
Right?
I mean, don't think I'm going to stop stabbing people because I can also cure them.
Right?
Ooh, that's actually no, that's bad. Never mind. I didn't.
I don't know. This whole thought process now is like torn into deeper, like, existential crises.
I love that I'm like, oh look, guys, this is so exciting. And River's like, fuck you, your god's talking to you. I fucking hate that. And Torin's like, oh,
I've been here the whole time.
I've been here the whole time.
Guess I'll go look for my tail.
Oh. Oh. In the fields.
I'm excited for you. It's going to be very exciting for all of us.
It's great.
It's great.
I had to study for my magic. It's great though. It's fine. Let's go.
It is. I mean, you've really grown a lot as a person and in your abilities. And
Listen, coffee is amazing. Okay, like it just lets me focus.
I had to make a deal to get my magic, so like,
I mean, good on you.
I'm just gonna make it part of this world. But has anyone here read Legends and Lattes? Speaking of coffee,
Yes, it's great.
I just finished it. It's amazing.
Why do you think
I
I
have it,
coffee?
but I've not started it yet.
It's
I
100%
started it. I
wild
have not
coffee.
finished it though. I'm like a third of the way through.
I'm waiting for my hot orc.
Right? I just
Right.
want a hot orc to show up.
Yeah,
And
it's
open a
so
coffee shop.
I want to read the other one. I haven't read the other one that he wrote. He's gonna be at the con, by the way.
Oh,
Okay,
I think he-
back
I think
to
he's
game.
next one.
All right,
Anyway.
let's go.
no, that book absolutely
Divine fake
exists.
scroll,
in this
divine
world.
magic.
Okay,
Secret
so
just got back.
do we have a meeting time with these people? I don't even remember. I think
Nope.
we just
I think
yeeted.
tonight. I think tonight.
I don't think we
It's-
set one. I think we just yeeted. I think maybe one of us should go to the park and see if they've made contact. Or
It
Can
should
I
be
go
one of-
outside
It should
and
be one
just
of
see if anyone-
the two of you that made initial contact.
Yeah, it's got me and River.
yeah, can I just go outside and see if anyone's tracking our house? Actually,
Sure.
because we just yeeted off with the scroll. Where am I? So
Pandora's just
we have
still
to-
sitting on the bed contemplating.
Actually, Tix, what's your perception?
I see Pandora's. My perception, it's pretty good. But I was not going to just leave without leaving Pandora there. Like,
Yeah.
looking
Oh no,
for-
I'm not leaving right now. I'm just going out to see, or looking out the window to see if anyone's like
Oh,
tracking
that's
us.
good. That's good because I have a big plus to perception. Hold on.
You do it first because I just rolled really well too.
Yeah, that's 23.
I rolled a nat 20, so that's a 26. So is anyone?
You get the feeling that there's a presence.
Yeah.
Not quite one that you know. Sort of on a rooftop nearby.
Can I? So I relay this. I communicate
Mm-hmm.
through the headpiece. Should we go check it out? Tell everyone, but act normal.
Secret.
Oh, is
shit.
it just?
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Is it just your person again that I'm about to shank?
We don't want to shank your people.
What did I say his name was?
Not a clue.
Matthias or something?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. But I do have our house under surveillance for security reasons.
You gotta tell us.
Gotta tell us, bro.
I almost murked this guy. Like he's gonna be dead.
That's Matthias. He has been watching the house. He did not see Mika leave. It's just for security purposes.
All right. So
No, I get why. I'm just saying again. Tell us, please, so we don't shank your friends.
I really need to get better about this.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I
I'm
mean,
just not used to having a party like this that like expects information.
That expects open communication. I know.
You used to
Super.
working alone, you know?
Super inconvenient. We are super inconvenient, but that's the way it is.
Well, with that, maybe Tix and I should go to the park and see if anyone's made contact. Maybe left a note.
Let me, real quick, before I go, I just need to check in with Pandora because she seems super pensive about whatever the fuck's going on in Mika's room. I promise it will just take a minute.
Nope.
And then we
see if maybe she can find some leads for us if she's willing.
She's sitting there going, "Oh my god, the boogeyman is real. The boogeyman is real."
The boogeyman is fucking real. So yeah, so I'm just gonna go. She's still sitting on Mika's bed, I assume.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna kind of like kneel in front of her and be like, "Baby, you okay?"
I think so. Where did that letter say Mika's from?
Ferdinand.
The letter disappeared off Owlbear. I don't know.
I know, because I took it off. Let
The,
me put it back
the
on.
letter is on the
There.
door.
Oh, there we go.
Cal- Calburn?
Triggered.
Carlburn?
Firebeard home. That's her family.
No, but it's up. It's where
It's
my
at the top.
family
Sorry.
is. Carlura?
Carburn.
Caburn?
Calburn.
Calburn. She's from Calburn.
This should be a YouTube short.
Caburn, by the way.
Caburn.
All right.
Can we read cursive? No.
Yes. No.
Okay.
But she's from
That
Caburn.
place.
That place.
And you said she
Looks like a car.
went through a portal there?
Yeah, she constantly had these nightmares and they kept her from sleeping, which is why you may have noticed she would just like narcoleptic like right out on the regular. Because she couldn't sleep. And so she would just fall asleep in weird places. And yeah, she had these terrible nightmares after falling into this portal when she was younger. She doesn't really she didn't really remember anything. She was fine, is what she always said.
Oh, I don't think she was anywhere close to fine.
Agreed.
No, I don't know. None
That-
of us did either. None of us-
That portal is to the Shadowfell.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Is that what you saw? Like, you didn't get through to her when you scribed, like, but
But you can't scry across planes.
maybe
No,
she
I can't.
is she at the
Maybe-
portal? Like,
I don't know where she went. All I know is she's not here. And if she was going back to inspect a portal that she's already been through to the Shadowfell, I would say it stands to reason that she may be in the Shadowfell. How she got there in the course of a night, I don't know. Especially without all her stuff.
and
But-
also to be in the Shadowfell with none of your armor or weapons sounds fucking terrible.
There is that aspect too. Yeah, it's not somewhere that I would want to go without none of my things or even backup. It is notoriously hard to navigate and to find your way out of. How she did it the first time, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I mean, she didn't know either. So, at least she never told us. All she ever told us was, yeah, it was awful, but I'm fine.
I don't know. Should we try and go after her, or do we let her sort it out?
How we're supposed to find our way to the Shadowfell right
I
now?
don't know. I don't know anything.
I mean, the only thing I can think of is literally tying someone with loads of rope. I literally.
I mean, there are ways to the Shadowfell, but I don't know if we are prepared to go to the Shadowfell.
Shadowfell. I don't want her to be trapped there, but we'd have to prepare. Like, that's not a today going thing.
Yeah.
I think we should, like I said, continue to do research.
Yep.
Make sure we're ready to go. Hopefully, we hear from her.
Yeah, and we'll figure out today.
And
We
then
got to
maybe
figure out.
plan a trip to the Shadowfell.
Cool. I mean, I'm down, obviously.
Oh yeah.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Do We Know Them? Episode 54 of It's 54, my 40.
What is happening?
I was watching a video.
What are you doing? DM!
That's the process. Because last week, I got ahead of
What's
myself.
happening?
What is going on?
This is so chaotic. It's so
Who's it
funny,
coming
but also it's
from?
so bad.
Is
What the
somebody
hell?
like trying to talk to us from the realms?
Are we getting messages from the Shadowfell right now? In the form of Instagram
It's a
influencers?
DIY. DIY.
Are we good?
Not that.
Imagine if someone hacked into the thing and it's like, yeah, there's some people playing D&D.
Right?
It's like, how are you from the Shadowfell?
That's so creepy.
What happened?
What
I have no
happened?
idea.
There was like a narration of some video happening. I don't know. Anyway.
Anyway,
What happened?
Anywho,
Up.
we're good. So River and I need to go to the park.
we're going to the park.
I'm just gonna look at Pandora real quick and say, I have to go take care of the things now. Are you gonna be here, or do you have to go home?
I can be here for a bit longer. I'm gonna give Mets a quick call because
Yeah.
Shadowfell.
Yeah,
they know a
absolutely.
bit more about.
Yeah, absolutely. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just was trying to piece things together, I guess.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yes, please tell Mitz hi for me. Tell him I think he's great. We're gonna go to the park, and I'll be back. Thank you for staying. Give her a quick kiss and you go.
Okay, what's everybody else doing? Because you have now delivered your letters with a
Yes.
letter that's on its way home to Mika's parents
Okay.
or whoever.
Yeah,
Leaf, do you wanna
I just got back from that. Yeah.
Leaf, do you maybe want to wild shape and come with us in case we need backup?
Yeah, sure. What animal are you looking for in particular?
Something that goes unnoticed.
A squirrel or something that can.
Oh,
just
I'll be the Japanese flying squirrel.
Okay.
That's my go-to.
Okey-doke.
That is.
Because then I can perch on someone's shoulder, which is great.
And then
or hide in a pocket or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
quickly go back and tell people. Oh. All right, let's go.
So
Alright.
when do you need me to go into wild shape? Because obviously I can only do that for a certain period of time.
How long does it last? 3 hours?
3 hours?
4.
I mean, it's a 10-minute walk there. You can just do it now and ride with us. We're not gonna be very long.
it lasts for 4 hours. It's half your druid level.
Okay, cool.
So hop on the shoulder. Let's go.
Cool. Me.
I love the cat person with the little flying squirrel on their shoulder is adorable.
Yeah. Little scritches. All right, let's go.
Let's go.
All right, so you make the walk over to the park, and it is relatively empty apart from just a few kids who are kicking about like an old-looking leather ball.
I will go sit on the bench. See if there's
It probably
anything
goes
stuck to the bottom.
Probably goes without saying, but I took on the blue tiefling form before we left the house.
Yeah. I will check to see if there's anything under the bench or any kind of notes left.
Roll an investigation check.
Damn it! Okay, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
23, okay. You find some twigs and some dirt and things like that, but there's no notes or anything.
Do I see anyone watching?
Just be thankful there was no gum under there.
I was gonna say,
Gross.
and a bunch of gum.
Ew. Do we see anyone watching us or anything?
No.
Should we just wait here for a bit?
What? Stuff is just going so wrong today.
Oh no!
No, it's... I'm getting like weird like feedback and then like the Discord notification.
I know,
noise, and
I
I'm like,
heard that. I was like, what the hell?
I've not a clue. Something's clearly glitching somewhere today in the Matrix. But we're still up, so we're fine. We'll keep going.
Should we... I mean, we know where the main hideout is. Should we go over there and show good faith?
Yeah.
We should let everyone know.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
You said it's a 10-minute walk, so are we still within range of message?
I'd say on your way back, you pass close enough where you can use your earrings.
So I just let everyone know we're headed over there if they want to maybe head over as well, but stay behind a little. Within range of the message, but not too close. I tell a secret, I guess. Yeah. So you can tell.
Okay,
me.
so I'll let like, hey Tix, we gotta go follow them. They're going to the.
Well, I was with them. Torin's the one that's here. Torin's with you.
Oh
I'm
shit!
with
Wrong. Torin.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought. Man, it's a day.
It is a day.
Torin, we gotta go follow them. They're heading to the hideout.
All right. Well, let's go.
Yeah, we just gotta keep some distance. So leisurely stroll.
Leisurely stroll it is.
I give Leaf a little nut. Squirrel.
We'll just saunter, maybe. I'm sauntering.
Mosey.
So, yeah, we head over to the main.
We'll mosey.
It's fine, because I have my jar of nuts. It's all good.
Okay, so you head on over. You head on over towards Trio's Trifles.
Ooh.
Which was the place where there was the hideout before in the back room. And there is the 3 halflings in there.
What do they sell at this shop?
Everything.
Rifles.
Okay, it's not a dessert place because in my brain it always becomes a
I
dessert
always want
place.
to make it food.
I thought it was.
No.
Oh, that's sad.
No.
So
Like
yeah,
small trinkets, they're trifles.
Yeah, no, it totally makes sense. I just was verifying that I was incorrect in my brain and that it's not a dessert.
Trifles
place.
goes to truffles, which goes to snacks. It's fine.
Then just getting their names out. To make sure I remember them, which I do.
Makes me think
Oh,
of Friends when Rachel made the the dessert
Oh my god.
Dark trifle.
with a layer of ground beef with peas and carrots.
Exactly.
I would eat that.
I would have eaten
I
it
would
too.
not.
It would have been
I
fine.
think it's in the Friends cookbook, like the unofficial Friends cookbook. I think they've actually like put that in there.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
So it looks the exact same as it did before. There
Yeah, well-
is a few people who are in shopping in it this time though.
I just walk in, kind of look like I'm browsing, but nod at the guys to see if they
Okay.
tell us to go anywhere.
They just continue on their business, tending to the shop and to the shoppers who are in there. After about 5-10 minutes, they eventually clear out. And it's just the halflings who are there now.
So yeah, we got the scroll.
Since it took like 5-10 minutes, I would say that Torin and I are like across the street, like leaning on like the corner of a building, just like chatting.
Why am I just imagining like that really awkward lean where you're just like trying to get in
just, like,
position, yeah. Making it totally obvious.
Yeah,
Roll
no,
a
we're good.
performance check to see if you look awkward or like legit.
Roll for social awkwardness.
Disadvantage.
But if you're socially awkward, you get advantage at your socially awkward.
Anyway.
No, it is no, because it's only perception you've got disadvantage of right now.
I'm socially awkward.
What about you, Torin? Are you being socially awkward? Go for it.
I think
You gotta roll for your social
I
awkwardness.
got a 13. I got a 5 and a 13, so I'm pretty fucking socially awkward.
I rolled a 2.
Jesus Christ! How many ones and twos have you
You
rolled?
need to not roll
You
that
need
die.
dice.
That dice needs to go to jail for the
Yeah,
day.
you guys. I'm gonna
Yeah,
send
that
And we're
was
like, we're
fun.
like trying to lean
That's
against
you.
the building, but end up
Ready?
leaning against each other in front of the building. And then we're like, well, this is awkward. And then we like stand
It's like-
apart.
One of
Speaking of
those like
legit-
weird,
And then I'm, like,
awkward
legitimately
sibling
scratching my
photograph
ass.
poses.
I'm scratching my ass, and I'm looking
Okay, I
at my
wasn't.
nails, and I'm picking my nose.
Oh,
Oh
no.
no!
I am like
Okay.
doing horrendously,
I'm-
terribly
I'm-
awkward things ever.
I'm
Yeah.
imagining the
Fucking
weird,
movie.
awkward sibling pose that you see in like all the stock images of like family portraits where they're like back to back, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're essentially the Jonas Brothers.
yes. Okay, so inside the shop is now cleared out, and the halflings still don't pay too much attention to you.
I walk up and be like, hello.
Hello, can we help you with anything today?
Yeah, we accomplished the job.
You're gonna have to be a bit more specific than that.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I just do this.
I just stand. I do
How
that.
do you know
I
what?
do
I
that
don't
stand
get
where like you cross and you put your hands underneath your biceps so they look even bigger.
Right.
Yeah.
You're the security. You're security.
We secured the package that we were sent to secure.
I love how you think that's more specific.
Dude, I'm not gonna say it out loud. I'm not gonna get caught on a thing and get arrested.
Somebody in here is wearing a wire. Like, come on.
You,
God,
you could
he's
go
so
out
good.
back and like have a conversation about it.
Literally, you only hired us for one job.
Okay, you were on that job.
2 days ago.
There we go. There we go. Yeah.
My eyes roll so hard I can hardly stand.
You get the idea that this particular halfling of the trios of Trifles halflings was not in the store that day.
Can we talk to someone who knows what's going on, maybe? What were the names of the people we did the job with? Do we know? I know I asked. I don't remember. I don't have my notes because, yeah. I put everything away. You know, it was wasn't it a water genasi or a genasi? No?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we worked with the genasi.
Okay, you were with Odenius.
Yeah.
Okay, They've
Yeah.
not made contact yet. Are you looking to make contact with them?
Yeah.
Okay. We shall put forward a request for a meeting. When would suit you best?
ASAP? Like, it was 2 days ago. We covered our tracks. They should be fine.
We still don't take any chances.
I mean, fair, but also, Jesus.
Would tomorrow morning work for you for a meeting? We can suggest then.
Tomorrow morning would be lovely.
Very well. We will send them a request for a meeting here tomorrow morning. And we shall see you then.
Great.
What, like, morning is broad. That's anywhere between, midnight and noon. So,
Yeah, do you want to do daylight? Do you want to do dusk? Do you want
yeah. What are we talking about in the morning?
Shall we say 10:30, 11?
Perfect.
In the meantime, we'll just, read.
Yeah, we'll just keep reading and sit on the product, I guess.
Oh, God.
At least it keeps you out of trouble.
Mm,
And laying low for a day.
really, keeps out of... I've worked with way better thieves guild than these guys. All right, walk out.
I just follow behind, muttering into the earpiece.
3 days. 3 days. They don't think we have other things to do with our lives than wait for these fuckers? Come on!
You walk out and you see me and Torin
Being
just like
awkward.
looking awkward as shit.
Oh,
We just stand across the street with our head, like do the RCA dog, like.
Yeah.
What is wrong with those?
hey, I look at Lee.
I
go,
look at
"Hey, Lee,
them over across the street, and I'm like, what?
do you think it'd be worth having Leaf go inside and see if they're saying anything after, and maybe they're planning something? Because,
Yeah.
Leaf, you want to take a little trip in there?
Okie dokie. Right. Where should I go? Like, is there a door or is there like a
We're standing in the doorway, so you could just hop off and like.
Oh
stay
right,
back.
yeah. I'm just gonna well, I'm a flying squirrel, so I essentially could glide into the room, but
Maybe not.
That might be a little visible.
Not as inconspicuous as one would hope.
I jump down from River's shoulder and scurry back into the room to see if I can hear anything.
Okay, roll a stealth check for me, first of all.
Oh dear lord.
Do you want to trace yet? No.
To see if you can get back into the room unnoticed and hide yourself.
That is a 17.
Oh, nice.
Okay. And now roll a perception check for me. To see if you can pick up anything of what's being heard, or what's being spoken, or anything.
That's an 11.
Okay. So you get into the room and manage to... Underneath a shelf, there's a gap underneath the shelves. Where like a lot of dust and stuff like that just collects because you can't really get a broom underneath, but you're able to flatten yourself out in sort of army crawling squirrel form through it.
Yay!
However, it's not in the best location for listening, so all you hear is some sort of shop talk about restocking.
I'm just like, the peanuts adults.
Oh yeah, exactly. Right, in that case, I mean, can I try getting closer?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus. do it though.
Is it another stealth check then?
Yeah,
Well,
unless you want to get hit by a broom on your way out the door.
that's an 18 for my stealth.
Okay, still good. Cool.
Right, then I have to do another perception check.
Yeah, I'm going to make your DC slightly higher on this one because you're doing the exact same thing again.
Okay, that's an 18.
Okay, that's definitely better.
Yay!
So you hear the halfling that they were talking to.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the female halflings.
Okay.
You don't know their names or anything like that, so
Okay.
but she goes over to the other female and starts talking to her about setting up a meeting with Odenius and Condoriano.
Okay, say that name again.
So there's Odenius
Odenius. Yep.
and Condoriano.
Condom. Oh, Dario. Okay. So I've got Dennis and Condom Odara. Okay, cool. That's the only way I can take it.
Condo Dario brain.
Condom ERU.
No, CON DOR
Okay.
So calling them the next time we see them.
IANO.
Wait, was that Condor?
IANO.
Okay, Condor Iano. Okay.
Someone else named him for me,
Okay.
and I think it was after like coriander.
Oh,
something
okay.
like that.
Let's see. Okay, right. So they're talking to have a meeting. Okay, cool. Do you know did they say what time it was at?
They really the same time that was set earlier, so the 10:30, 11.
10:30 to 11. Okay. Cool. And I'm guessing that's all they say really of importance.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna scurry my ass back out. Run back outside in squirrel form.
Question: How are you getting through the door?
Through the keyhole.
Oh, no, I will have been paying attention.
Yeah, we're still standing there.
And
We're a
the
little.
minute we see tiny little squirrel leaf, we're gonna open and be like, "Oh, where are we meeting?" I'm gonna pop my head in and be like, "Where are we meeting?"
There we go.
It will be back here.
Okay, and then let Leaf out.
Cool.
I've been through a keyhole before
Mm.
in the past. Right, I'm gonna change back into human, elf form.
Not
After.
right in front of the door.
No. I'm gonna. I get as I get out, I kind of go sort of into like an alleyway, kind of
Okay.
nearby, so it doesn't look so obvious. So guys, I found out that they want to talk to O'Danner, that was kind of the vague name I got, and somebody called Condoriano.
Yeah, the two people that we've been working with.
Yeah, they want to have a meeting with them at like 10-ish to 11-ish.
That's the same time as us. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the only kind of information that came about for me.
At least we know that they're not in there talking about anything shady,
Yeah.
Right?
which was the whole point.
Which is insane to me that they didn't even want to see the product. Like, it's crazy.
Was that like the least intelligent of the triplets or
It
something,
definitely seems like it.
or just the least invested? I don't know. But if I was moving hot product, I would
set up as well. Like, that's weird. But I guess we have some time to kill. When do we have
this
to?
afternoon we have to. We're handing off Toby this afternoon.
Oh, that's correct. Oh, that's right. Huh. We should get home and maybe get ready for that.
Yeah,
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
good call.
All right. So you head back home. Pandora's now just sitting in the sort of library area that you guys have, reading a book. Toby's there with her too, and she's sort of showing him how to read the book.
I go straight up to my room.
Okay.
And spend the entire time getting ready, like brushing out my fur, brushing up. Also, at the same time, I'm reading books. I'm going to take out any books I know on the Shadowfell, and start just kind of going through those as I'm getting ready. So it's like one of those things where I'm getting ready, but like also like coffee, reading, doing like 8 things at once.
Okay.
I just pull up a chair and I sit with Pandora and Toby while she teaches Toby to read.
To watch TV. I was like, what?
I come home and I lay on the floor.
Just in the hall, or?
Yeah, just in the hall. I just make it in the door and then I lay down.
Are you having a Barbie meltdown?
I'm gonna then join Torin beside him and just be like, there, it's okay. We're home now, it's fine.
Yeah, I guess it's alright. I'm glad we're back home, but, you know.
Is Dad missing his daughter?
I mean, I'm worried about Mika. I mean, I'm so used to, carrying around my pack all the time.
I know. You must be, like, not as sweaty anymore, I guess, holding that up all the time.
Well, now that you mention it, yeah, not really, yeah. Yeah.
You can probably get a nice clean under there so you're not smelly.
You trying to tell me I've smelled all this time?
Woo! I like have a quick smell of the harness. And I go, yeah, it's a bit whiffy now that I get closer.
No.
It's not very cuddly. It's not very cuddle material anymore.
No. I guess I should take it off at this point.
Yeah, I'll get Jonas to put it through for a wash.
And I sit up and I take it off and throw it across the floor and lay it back down again.
Well, it seems like you've got a tan though, because you've got a tan line.
Really?
Yeah, from where the harness has been.
I'm trying to think of how that would work.
That's amazing. I mean, so like my scales are a little different colored.
Yeah.
Huh.
There's a first for everything.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's cool.
A fire
cool, that's
dragonborn getting a sunburn.
Yep.
It can happen.
I can just think of some, like, like some bear fan art, like, where it's like the harness has been taken off and he's clearly had, like, a suntan.
Right? I mean, it's kind of cool looking, isn't it?
Yeah.
Does it look alright?
It looks cool.
Alright. I like it.
Right.
I can deal with that, right?
Yeah. I'll take the harness and I give it to Jonas. Yeah, can you wash this, please? I don't think we'll be needing it for a while.
Is Jonas our housekeeper?
No.
But, like, we give him a
But,
whole and stuff, so...
You figure shit out.
I don't know where to clean stuff in this house, so...
We're the most inept homeowners.
I roll over on my side and I say, Leaf, I'm having a lot of struggles.
Oh, no.
Would you please spoon me?
Yeah, of course. I will be
spooning in the hallway.
Yeah,
In like the front hall.
yeah. We have
But
a
I'm assuming Secret is just kind of having to step over them.
Yeah.
And in
You can
full
be
view of
my backpack.
Pandora and Tix.
I will be the wee jetpack,
Thank you.
and we
Like,
just
I want to cast jump on myself, but that's not from this world.
I'm just gonna take a little nap, I think, right here.
yeah, we're napping.
You know what? I don't even bother them. I just scale the side of the building and go into my room.
You don't have time for this shit.
We are the most introverted party ever.
Except when we're at a bar.
Yep.
Yeah,
Except
except
for
for when
at a bar.
Torin
And I
turns
love
a
how
bar
we're all
into a
just
rave.
like, yeah, that's a thing that's happening right now.
We've been domesticated too much. It's been a long day. We just want to chill now.
Has it been
Yeah.
a long day? I mean,
No.
Mika, I guess, makes
We're
it a
not
long
even
day,
in
but
the
it's like
afternoon
it's like 11 a.m.
I was gonna say we're not
Yeah.
in the afternoon yet.
It doesn't matter. There's no judgment here. If you need to have a little existential crisis in the hallway and take a nap while spooning, fine.
Yeah, this is a judgment-free zone.
Judgment free.
100%.
100%.
I just
Pandora.
love the look of corn with a little leaf backpack. I love a little spooning.
So since I'm
Pandora-
hanging out with Toby and
Yeah.
Pandora, I'm just gonna real quick, when there's like a lull in the teaching and the conversation, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, Toby, are you excited for today?"
Today's when I'm leaving, right?
Yeah.
I
How you
guess
feeling?
so.
I mean, you're gonna be a spy. That's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. I get to be a spy.
I want you also just to know that if you need anything or you feel lonely or it gets hard, you can send us messages. You can let us know, because I don't want you to feel like, I want you to know that you're part of this family.
Okay.
I know that that's maybe a little sketchy for you because family hasn't been so great, but you're part of this weird ass family. I mean, look, we have a dragonborn sleeping in the hallway.
He just giggles.
Upstairs at that moment, you're like crashes and shit.
And whatever's happening up there, but you always have a place here. And if you need us, there will be ways to get word, because you could just get word to secret. And we got you.
He just nods. And just goes back to the book and asks Pandora what this word means. Pandora does turn to you though and says, "Does this kid have like anything, or just literally the clothes that he's wearing?
Literally the clothes on his back.
Should we maybe go get him some stuff?"
Yes, you're a genius.
I try.
What? Yeah, let's go school shopping. What?
Back to school shopping. Let's go to Target.
Yeah, no, he needs stuff. I don't know. Okay, calm down. He's going to spy school. What does he need?
I mean, maybe start off with a bag and another set of clothing, and maybe
Yes, clothes.
somewhere to sleep.
Yeah, clothes, bedroll. Yeah, let's do this.
Thieves'
Like,
tools.
Toby, do you want to come?
I got that
Do you
covered.
want to come with us?
You sure? I don't think I've been
I
shopping.
mean, I don't want to pick out clothes you're gonna hate. I don't want you to be a dorky kid. I want you to feel like I want you to feel like you're cool.
Are you telling the rest of us you're going?
Yes.
I
was
was
just
just saying over the earring. Don't worry about these tools. I got it covered. Also, make sure you get him everything in dark colors.
We'll get him super stealthy stuff. And
I come along with you guys. I hope you don't mind.
no, not at all.
But having, I mean, it's kind of my thing.
Yeah, no, you're gonna know. You know what it is for spy school.
Yeah.
Okay. You all carefully step over the sleeping forms of Torin and Leaf in the hallway right in front of the door.
Do we have a back door?
I scale the side of the building again and meet them in front.
Yeah, but they're kind of like right in front of the way that they've kind of fallen asleep is that at least Torin's head is in front of the door to the library.
Do we have a back door to the house?
I think
Let me
we-
check.
I think we do.
We do. We definitely do. We've used it before.
I think you do.
Yeah, we're gonna go out the back door.
I mean,
Okay.
otherwise that's not good because you need ingress.
Egress. You need ingress and egress. That's
Yeah.
important.
All right. Where are you guys heading?
Um,
I'm very
Well,
tempted to make a shop. Tarjay. It has to
Tarjay.
be canon. It has
It
to
has
be
to be
canon.
canon. Yes,
Tarjay is canon.
Tarjay is canon, and that's where we're going. One-stop shopping.
One-stop shop. They got like a bard
Okay.
section, a spice, like a rogue section.
Section, right. So we need. So you need a good set of dark clothes you can blend in. You need
and a
set of street
robe, and a
clothes.
robe with a hood.
Yeah, and a robe with a hood. You need a robe with a hood. You need a set of comfy clothes for when you're not out spying. You need a bedroll. And River said they already got you thieves' tools.
Nope, don't tell him that. It's a surprise.
Okay, so we don't need. River's got you stuff. What else do we need? Secret.
Well, they do have these trap disarming like training kits. We should probably get him one of those.
One of those. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm on it with him, so yeah.
Do we need like? They have like. Do we need to give him like just a standard adventurers pack? You know, we need 50 feet of hemp and rope. We need a.
A tinderbox.
Get him a
Tinder
dummy
box.
guide to thieves camp.
Oh yeah, how to speak thieves can't.
The Evenings of Thieves can.
So yeah, so we like go through basically like the basic equipment list that you get.
Yep.
And we pick him up, and I get him a bag of 5,000 ball bearings or whatever the like
Yeah, I
standard
was just
ball
gonna
bearings.
say ball bearings. You need a grapple hook.
This kid is going to spy school so overly decked out.
Yep.
It's a kid that turns up in the first day with like all the binders.
Yeah.
Yep, with everything.
He's like, oh no.
Well, hey, Pandora, this was your idea. What else are we missing anything? What did you want to get? What did you want to like?
I
Add to
mean,
that.
maybe like a good set of boots.
Yeah. Oh,
that
yeah.
will do 'em, like for when it's cold as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Good, quiet, soft leather set of boots.
Maybe something to keep him warm.
A
Because
nice heavy cloak.
Yeah, the cloak with the hood.
There has to be two cloaks. There has to be like a summer cloak and a winter cloak.
You need a winter
and the
weight
boots
cloak
with the fur.
And boots with the fur.
Right.
You guys started it.
Yep. All right. So we are like the most like overly enthusiastic parents you've ever seen back to school shopping for their kid right now. We're
Only because
piling
it's
shit.
not our actual kid.
Yeah, we're piling shit onto the.
For sales assistant that's traipsing around with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just piling shit on. Oh, you need a
Her
bag. You need a
commission is
good
going to be
satchel.
amazing for this sale.
Yeah, exactly. You need a satchel. Good over the shoulder style. Oh, do they have like little kid like wooden like practice daggers?
The school provides those.
Yeah, but they're who knows how many hundreds of kids have used those? They're probably pieces of shit. You know how the school equipment is always the shittiest. You don't want to be the kid who's stuck using the school equipment.
All right, we'll get him some practice daggers.
Head off to a blacksmith's and pick up like some blunted daggers.
Yeah. How much? Like, I mean, I got plenty of money, but how much are we plopping down on this? Are we using Mika's money?
No, that one's communal.
It's up to you guys. How much do you want to put on it?
I mean, a lot.
I don't
Let's
know
see,
what the
20
ballpark would be for like good quality. The amount that like is it like 25, 50? Like how much?
I mean, for the amount of stuff you're buying, I would say it was for kind of like decent quality, not the best quality, but you'd be looking at about 15 to 20 gold for decent quality for everything.
I was gonna say you roll
So-
for
I was gonna
discount.
say, I'm like,
You roll for discount.
you said 15 to 20 gold. How much would it be for like
Best
if
quality?
to get him some like good, really like good quality clothes and stuff that's gonna last, and like nice boots?
Let's say about 25.
Done.
You have to roll for like discount, back to school discounts, or sometimes 25% off.
Roll for roll to
Roll for
percentile.
percentile.
This is where the percentage dice comes in handy.
Well, no, I want to know. Like, can I? I'm like, so we're like, this is a huge pile of stuff. Is there any way we can any kind of wheeling and dealing we can do any kind of
36%
discount?
off. I rolled a 36.
Oh, there.
36% off then in store today.
In store today only. Awesome.
Great.
So what's 36% off 25 gold?
Someone else do the math.
I got it. It's 9 off.
It's 9 off.
There you go. That's good.
So 16 gold.
16 gold. I got this. 16 done skis.
Oh, and Christine, for the thing that I messaged you about, how much would that have cost me? Or like, could I have acquired them from like the Queen or like?
That's what that noise was. I thought I heard Discord.
Was it me?
No, I heard
Oh.
Discord beeping for me. What thing did you message me?
Me?
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
setting
you
stone.
Oh, those, yeah.
How much would that have, like, could I have acquired them through like my?
Let's see. I'm just pulling up the cost just now.
Because I definitely wouldn't have had to pay
Um,
like full price. I would have like gotten them through like our.
Yeah, I'd say let me roll for your discount.
Rolling for discount.
You got an 80% discount. I would
Nice.
say that you would get them for, let's say, 150 gold.
So when we get all of Toby's spoils back to the house and we're like packing up his bag, we got like a good duffel bag in there and stuff.
Mhm.
I'm gonna wrap him up really nicely, but I'm gonna slip a potion of healing.
Oh,
Slip a little potion of healing in there just in case, with a little note that says, "Use in case of emergency." Good luck at spy school. Stick it in his bag.
Pandora
I,
will go into the kitchen and like make up a couple sandwiches and wrap them in some beeswax paper. Pack them in his bag.
It's like he's going to camp.
Yep.
Okay. Has everybody said their? Do more people need to talk to Toby before we?
I do.
Okay.
So yeah, I come downstairs. And I go, all right, Toby. So we've been practicing picking locks, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So my father gave me this before I left. But I have the ability to make my own thieves' tools now. And this is super important. It's been in my family for a really long time, but I think I can trust you. And I hand him a lock picking set as well as a practice lock. So it looks like that.
Okay.
And then I give him a case for the thieves' tools. And it's also embroidered, and it's my family. It's not a crest because it's not like we're rich, but it's like our family lineage. It's what our crest would be on the outside. It's purple and silver. And I hand him to him and I say, these are very important, but they will get you through the toughest times. And I give him the set of the case and then the practice lock and the locks. And then I say, the other thing, and I take out a ball bearing, and I say, this I've made to smell like this house. So if you ever get lonely, or you ever feel alone, you can always take this and remember the smells that you had here and remember us.
Mm-hmm.
Put it under your pillow.
Remember that time that we were on the street corner and Torrin was just scratching their ass?
It doesn't smell like that. So I give that to Toby. And I
He
say,
carefully puts it in his pocket of his new trousers.
and I say, you are going to be very good at this, but remember always to do it in the face of good.
He nods like he understands, but he's like 7.
Yeah. That's it.
Anybody else?
Good luck on your adventures. We're always here for you.
Do you see that from the floor?
Yes.
Leaf is still asleep.
I just like look up and I go and I kind of move one of my arms and I just give him like a little fist bump and say, "You're gonna do well."
You got
You're gonna do great,
so-
kid.
So with that, I'll like usher him out of the house, and I will take him myself to.
I thought we were all going because the whole
We all
plan-
had the meeting with the yeah.
Yeah.
We all.
Oh,
we
yeah, we have the meeting with the queen. Okay, yeah. Okay, so we all head out.
Okay. Heading on up to the castle with young Toby and Tony's like constantly trying to rearrange his bag because he's not used to the weight of it yet.
I gotta get off the floor. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
We got a meeting with
Alright.
the queen.
We had a
Okay.
meeting with the queen.
I'm up.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Let's go do this.
Let's
I
do
am
this.
totally picturing the scene in Barbie where she's rolling with her stiff joints.
I have not seen Barbie
I've
yet.
not seen Barbie yet.
What? It's so good.
It's so good.
So good. But yeah, she has an existential crisis and rolls around on the ground like a Barbie, like with stiff arms.
Listen, Torrin, you're kind of nuts.
Dude,
It's okay.
that's a mood. That's a mood right there.
I'm enough.
I'm Knuff.
You're Knuff.
All right, so we head to the castle, and when we arrive, at the throne room for the meeting, I'm assuming that's where the meeting is.
Yeah.
The queen had told me that on like a specific room on the side is where the old team would be
Okay.
to
Yep.
take Toby. And I turn to River and I go, "Do you want to see them?"
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyone do a
I'm like, yeah, I was just like,
Perception.
anyone. Or
is River
insight.
actually
Or
okay?
insight.
Okay, how
And-
about
and-
a 23?
For insight?
Or insight.
Oh, insight. Sorry, my bad. I rolled the wrong one.
Hold on.
You can do both.
It's gonna be 23
Oh.
either way.
I'm
It's
gonna roll
20
to see if Pandora went with you guys.
I got 15.
Okay, I rolled a 19
Pandora went with you.
Yeah, I got a 23.
for what? For what?
Insight
Insight.
or perception, it's the same either way.
Okay, so yeah,
Seven.
I only rolled a 19. One, you notice that I look real spiffy, like real spiffy. Two, there's a nervous undertone, but a more confident outer layer.
I'm gonna say that my passive perception of 20 allows me to just be like,
And I
"She's
smell
got
good.
this.
I also
She's got
smell
this.
good.
She's fine. She's fine.
She's fine.
Fine."
Okay.
So before the meeting starts, like I've arranged this with the queen. We
Yeah.
head through the side door and like down like a hallway and enter like a door on the left. And inside is the old team whose names I don't remember because I don't have my notes up.
I do.
So do I.
River's like, oh, I
Notes on the
know,
notes.
I know who they are.
Yeah.
River's like, "Yeah, I fucking know who they are, you guys. I know."
Go ahead, DM. I know who they are.
And like we walk in and I kind of like put my arm in front of Toby, like soccer mom hand block him for a second as River walks in to give River a moment.
I just go ahead, describe them first, if you
Okay.
want.
So you see 4 individuals in this room. I'm just basically going on the descriptions you gave me.
Yeah.
Basically, you see one of them kind of is standing up while the others are in various forms of either sitting or just sprawled out on the floor. Not like lying down or anything like that, but is sitting and legs are just kind of like splayed. The one who is standing is a human female with long brown hair. She does have tan skin, and the description I was given based on the picture is that she looks like Lara Croft.
Which kind of Lara Croft, like actor wise?
Not even. Well, that actor wise, Alicia Vikander.
Yeah.
Get back here, you little fucker!
What's happening?
This chaos.
Absolute
Yes,
madness.
okay.
Absolute
The
madness.
dog just jumped up on the counter and stole my tissue.
Oh, weirdo.
Such a dog move.
He loves tissues. If you put food in tissue, he'd go for the tissue.
Yeah.
Gross.
The
Okay.
2 who are sitting down, not splayed out, appear to be in conversation with each other, and look similar enough. There's one male halfling and one female halfling. The male does have like sort of tousled like brown hair, but not in a way that it looks as though he's done that himself. It just looks as though he's woken up and that's just the way his hair is for the day. The female halfling has short cropped blonde hair. That does look as though it's had a little bit of effort put into it. And their facial features are really quite similar as well. Do you get the idea that maybe they're twins or at least related in some way? The one who's kind of sprawled out a little bit appears to be a male half-orc who is just sort of almost napping in the corner.
Oh, orcs are one of my enemies. Dun dun dun.
Half-orc.
Half orc.
But still.
Okay, he's an asshole.
I just
Yeah. So I walk in and
You walk in and like me and Toby kind of stand by the door and just like give you a moment to like be.
I walk in pretty confident and I just go, "Well, hello, gang."
They all kind of stop what they're doing, like the conversations that they're having or the naps that they're attempting to take, and kind of turn round, all of them, as none of them were kind of facing the door. And you do see a look of surprise, especially on the human female's face.
So
The male half-orc does kind of just stand up and like almost like kind of starts to run over to give you a giant hug.
That's totally what I imagined in my head when you were talking about. Like I was like, oh, he would totally bear hug it.
I just
Good that I
kind of
picked up on that right then.
I kind of stare for a minute and I just go, "Yeah, I was gonna come in here and give you guys all help, but truthfully, I've grown, and maybe I took it out on secret initially because they were there first, but quite frankly, because you guys ditched me, I found a group of people who I know never will, and for that I'm thankful. So yeah, what's up?"
The half-orc still goes in, finishes off the hug,
Yeah. Oh,
and then
geez.
yeah,
Okay.
and then places you down gently and like hats you on the head.
Thanks, Brute. That was great. I just brushed myself.
How you been, Slinky? Says Brute. None of the others have talked yet. It's just Brute.
The name, because I wouldn't have told my name before is River.
Okay. Do you still use Slinky or no?
I've kind of grown out of it, I think.
Okay.
Behind River, you see Secret. It's just like, fucking get out. It's like just like signaling them to stop being so fucking awkward.
And I just, I kind of look over at Nira and I go, so, I take it you're taking our charge.
I assume so. We were told that we would be having a new companion. I'm assuming that is not you.
You wish.
Oh.
I go, you better take care of him better than you did others. Or I will find you.
Oh. At that point, you see the halflings both kind of stand up and come over a little bit and to sort of see who's going to be joining them, I guess, is for lack of a better phrase.
So with that, I stop like blocking Toby and I like put my arm on his shoulder. Go, let's go. And I lead him over and I'm like, hey guys, this is Toby. He is going to be your charge, and you're in charge of training him in all things spycraft.
Sure.
He doesn't necessarily know what class he's going to be yet, because he is, you know, what, 7?
Wait, we're taking a 7-year-old?
Oh yeah, you're totally doing it, and that's totally my doing, so enjoy it, because I can't be with you guys, so you know what?
I just look at Jet and I go, lay off of the tricks for a bit on this one.
So
And,
no playing tricks on him, or no tricks at all?
Keep them simple.
Okay.
Did we all go in or just River and?
I thought you guys
That's
were
up to
welcome.
you.
You can be there.
You can
Okay.
be there if you want. Like, I would say like you probably hung back.
Yeah, we
wanted
hung
to
back
be
a
there.
little bit. But now that we see them introducing Toby, I'm gonna kind of make my way up a little bit. He's really good. You'll be impressed.
I mean, I did train him a little bit. We all had a part in it, so.
We met him when he was tailing us, and it took us a hot second to catch him. Give him some grace. But what we did do is we went shopping with him. He has all the gear that he'll need. He's got warm clothes, cold clothes. He's got thieves' tools, the training kit for disarming traps, the thieves' cant training book. Everything we got him. So we basically have turned you into tutors. So consider this your punishment for that. Remember that time, like 5 years ago, when you pulled that thing on me, and I told you I'd get you back?
Well played, says Nira to you.
This is that time.
The female halfling just like throws her hands up in the air and sort of walks to the other side of the room, muttering to herself.
Welcome to Parenthood, guys. I don't know you, but I get the feeling it's gonna be a fun time.
We have a meeting with the queen, so our time is short, but I need to talk to Toby privately for a second.
Cool. I'm going to actually go talk to Nira privately for a second.
You
Hey.
go first.
I'm gonna head over to whatever room it is we're meeting the queen in.
Oh,
The
I was like,
throne.
where?
I'm like, to the what?
This seems like some family reunion shit here, and I'm gonna
Right.
let you all have
Oh.
your space.
I'm talking business.
You can go first.
So I just pull Nira aside and go, listen, whatever happened, but I have some genuine questions and I thought maybe you might have some answers.
Okay, what type of questions exactly? I'll answer what I can.
Yeah. I just want to know if you know anything about Lady Raylana.
Besides the basics of she's generally a shit person, and that we've been tailing her and investigating her for months.
Good to know. Do you know where she is right now?
When we left her, she had just left Arkmary. On her way, presumably, we think. This is all part of our report. Anyway, so we were told that you'll be there for that. On her way, we believe, towards the border.
And what is your guys' next move?
To head to the border as well, to continue trailing her.
Do you know anything, or have you ever been to the Shadowfell?
I have not. I generally know it's a shit place, and to avoid it at all costs if you can.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
You're not thinking of going there yourself, are you?
There's just a little smirk, and I go, we can handle it.
Better you than me.
Yeah. Did you know my connection to Lady R when you guys left?
Left Arkmary or left Bigdur?
Left me.
So left Bigdur. We knew that you had been in her company and that you had left of your own accord.
Well.
As it were.
Hmm.
The extent of your connection we did not know.
Right. And you just see like a click in my head, and I just cool. If anything happens to Toby, I will find you.
I don't doubt it.
And I walk away.
Cool.
So Secret pulls Toby aside.
Yeah.
And kind of like kneels down next to him. And goes, all right, your life's about to change a lot. You're going to learn new skills. You're going to be in dangerous situations. You're going to be with these chuckle fucks over here, who I've traveled with for a long time. And they're good people, but they are chuckle fucks. So I want you to know that if you, those of us that you've been with in our house for the past however long, we're your family, and we're sending you away to school so that you can be the best version of yourself and live your best life. But I want you to know that you're never alone. And so I went ahead and I got these, and I hold out the 2 sending stones. And I give him one of them, and I go, this is very special. Once a day, you can do, and I air draw the pattern that he needs to draw to activate the stone. You draw this pattern, and the stone will light up. And you can send me a message, and I'll get it through my stone, and I can respond to you. So once a day, you can let me know if there's anything wrong, or how your day's going, or whatever it is that you want to know, and I'll let everybody else know. And we'll get back to you. So you're never alone, and if you're ever uncomfortable or you're unsure of something, you just let us know, and we will get back to you, because like it or not, you're one of us now.
Okay, what's a chuckle fuck?
Those people. Those people.
Okay.
If you meet people like them, they're called chuckle fucks.
Oh, good lord.
Okay.
I mean, let's be honest. We're also chuckle fucks.
Yep.
Literally, all the people that you're with in this room right now are chuckle fucks.
One day
Okay.
you will also be a chuckle.
One day, too, you can join the ranks.
Jesus Christ.
I never said I was good with kids. So I give him the sending stone, and I'm like, keep this safe, no matter what.
Okay. And he like shoves it into his bag,
That's fair.
front pocket.
And then with that, I'm like, okay, are you ready?
I guess so.
Don't guess. Are you ready?
Yeah.
A little more confidence. Let's go. Are you ready?
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Who's got the spirit? We got the spirit.
I just tell him, hey, there's cookies involved. Are you ready?
Come to the dark side.
Mario jump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bacon pancake.
All right. So I lead him back over to the group, and he has his big like duffel bag full of stuff. And you like as he's approaching with the big duffel bag, like the group eyes me like, really, a giant duffel bag? That's not stealthy. And I'm just like, 5 years ago. 5 fucking years ago, I told you I'd get you back.
They just shrug and let Toby stand with them, I guess, because they still have a meeting to go to.
As we're walking into the room for the meeting, I'm going to cast Grease. Hold on.
I mean, you
Yeah, you are.
you could cast Grease, but I could also cast. Where is it? Hallucinatory terrain.
Oh.
No, I'm going to cast Grease.
Oh,
You can do that too. You can.
What?
So everybody's left the room.
So
It's
it looks
like
like we were
Toby,
close or not.
the old
Oh, I
crew,
love it.
me, and then River.
Yeah, I'm going to cast Grease in front of Jet.
Okay.
And I want it to be as we're walking into the Queen, like have the Queen here, and as he walks in.
Okay.
And what
What's the
Cast-
save?
It is. Hold on. I don't. Let me see. Hold on. Let me go to spells, please. Nope.
Leaf, what are you casting?
I can't even say it.
Hallucinatory.
Yeah, terrain.
Cool. So after they slip in the grease, they're gonna see like a cliff or something.
15 decks. 15 decks.
Okay. It's just going to be a straight roll because I don't have stats for them.
Oh no, wait. What kind of terrain are we talking about? Because I can. Okay, so
Do you see that?
No, I can't. 4? Nope. Nope. 19.
19.
Fucker.
You got to ink those dice.
They are. They're the dispel
It's
dice.
just like there's a glare. I couldn't see over the glare.
Yeah.
That
Oh, they are inked. Okay.
So, Jet.
Oh, I'm so
Yes.
jealous of you right now, Lil.
Preempt.
Technically, anyone behind Jet would also have to do it.
All right.
So I don't know what the marching order was, but yeah.
I was in front of them.
That means Toby has to do it as well.
No, Toby would have been up. Toby would have been up with, because we literally said we took him in.
Yeah, but Toby was standing with the others because you've already handed him off, I guess.
Sure, but okay.
I don't think I
Get
can
used to
use.
the prank life, Toby.
Yeah.
I don't think
Okay,
I can.
that's a 10 on Nira.
Are
That's a
those the brownie
16.
chips?
Hmm?
Are those the brownie chips?
Yes.
That's a 16
No.
on Jest. Does that one save?
I'm so jelly.
Yeah, because it's 15.
Okay, so Jest saves, Nira does not. Brute rolls an 11. Okay, Toby,
Come on, Toby.
Natural 20. Let's go.
a 6.
Oh.
So everyone apart from Jest falls down into grace, and they all just kind of land in a heap together.
I send a message to the queen.
I just laugh out loud.
I cast message to the queen and go, maybe there's more to work out than I thought, but at least it's all in jest.
I just literally go, I learned magic.
So, as you all saw in the session itself, Mika has essentially gone missing, AWOL, whatever kind of terminology that you want to actually use. Reason being is Kristen is doing a lot of work and travel at the moment, and to make sure that Kristen is able to fully be present for the travels, as well as for work, and so that the rest of us can be fully present in the sessions without piloting Mika and potentially making decisions. That's not what Kristen wants. We have decided that for the time being, Mika will leave the party until such a time that Kristen's travels are over and they're able to join us again in the sessions. So that's what's going on there. That's basically the big announcement for what's kind of happening at the time being. Obviously we can't wait for Kristen to come back and be able to play with us, hopefully full time again, and we hope you're all excited and looking forward to that as well. So that's it for this session really. We do thank you for watching this session, and if you've got to this point, obviously you've watched the session pretty much in its entirety, so again we do thank you for that and for joining us. As next time we're going on to session 49, and then we hit the big number of the big 50. So we're really excited for that session and for, you know, hopefully making a little bit of a deal of that one. But with that, I'll leave you all for now, and we can't wait to see you in the next one.